What is up, Watch fam? Happy Friday, and welcome to this week's episode of Liquor Run. I am Christian from Theo and Harris, and this is my old man, exhausted, from Theo. That's funny. He just got off a plane from California, and a lot of antics in the plane. What are we drinking today, Daddy-O?
We're drinking rosé from southern France.
Delicious, very appropriate. And today we're going to be talking about the destruction, the literal hammer smashing of luxury watches. Let's do it. All right, so I bring the watches and you bring the wine, but before that, wristwatch check. What are you wearing?
The old lady, the GMT.
Love it.
Been wearing it a lot the past few weeks.
It deserves to be worn.
I sleep with it.
You ever sleep with a watch?
I do. I did last night.
You'd be surprised how many people ask me, do you sleep with watches? They ask me other things in relating to that. When do you do everything with watches on? And the answer is only a gold day-date. Everything else I take off, otherwise. I'm wearing a gold day-date right now. A watch that I wear a ton. It's a flat out probably one of the most important watches ever made. Unmistakable across the globe.
Yep.
So, wine. What did you bring?
Well, what a beautiful day, right?
Yep.
And we're gonna have some nice chit chat here.
Yep.
Beautiful weather means rosé for me. And I picked up this bottle the other day, and it's not a pedigree wine by any stretch of the imagination. It's from the Languedoc. They call it the Doc. So southern France means value, and this wine is made from Cinsault and Syrah. Now you say Syrah is right. Shiraz, as the Aussies call it. But look at the color, very very pale.
Yep.
It's delicious. Laurent Miguel is
How much was
the
this?
producer. This was an $8 bottle of wine.
All right.
You can't beat that. It may be a couple of bucks more by you guys, but this is really quite tasty. There's not too much to talk about. This is just nice acidity, good fruit.
You first.
It's lovely. So, let's not wax poetic.
All right.
Let's drink.
I was sent an email by a teenage Watch fan member, a Liquor Run viewer. Wanted to share this interesting email he got, quoting The Guardian, about the destruction of Swiss watches, right? And the special request was that we talk about this on Liquor Run. And immediately I said, Jesus, this would be a perfect topic. So I really want to flesh out my own opinion, but I really want your opinion on this. Mm-hmm. Let me read to you what's going on here. So the title was, Swiss watchmaker destroys 539 million in luxury watches to keep them off the wrong wrists. Richemont, the Swiss luxury company that owns Cartier, Montblanc, destroyed $539 million in their own watches to prevent them ending up on non-riche wrists in the last 2 years. So to avoid the watches being sold at discount, to avoid the watches being flooded into the gray market, to avoid the watches really ever being used, right? Because they couldn't sell them at retail, they just destroyed them. On a gut level, that makes me so angry.
Yeah.
Because, supposedly, right, the Richemont, the Cartier, Montblanc, whoever it may be, supposedly they value time and watches and the proper and artful demonstration of a mechanical mechanism more than anything. That's like their job is to cringe at the thought of watches not being loved. Right? Like, that's their purpose. And yet they are the same people that destroyed $539 million in watches.
That was a very calculated marketing move. Salud.
So tell me why.
Well, because for exactly the same reason that you just described a second ago. That they're known, right? Richemont stands for the highest quality and discerning taste and in these upper crust brands.
Yep.
What a wonderful way to, while the story sounds horrible, it's brilliant. Okay?
But in what way? So what does that make you feel as a consumer?
Total bag. It's such a real ridiculous thing to do.
Right.
But we're talking about it. And there are people out there that are saying, absolutely, that watch should never belong on Rolly's wrist.
Right.
He's not worthy of that Richemont or whatever brand derivative of Richemont.
Right.
Therefore, I'd rather see it, crushed rather than on someone's wrist like mine.
Oh, that's right though.
And I'll have the lobster thermidor, please.
That's great. What's the old? It's a really great Louis Prima song called Luigi, and he says, "Luigi no eat pasta fazool anymore. Now he has caviar." That's great. Like, I laughed because pasta fazool. It's Louis Prima, Mom. So I see your point. I guess you're right. I guess that it would break the heart and possibly lose a client if I found out, not me, but someone in my position says, okay, I spent $34,000 in this Cartier and someone else bought it for 11.
Yes.
You're right. But my question is, was destroying them, I guess if you're pitching it as a marketing move, then it's genius, but was destroying them the only solution? I mean, are these watches so like destined to be irrelevant in the coming seasons? Like, are these watches do these watches need to be literally sold right now, otherwise they'll never be able to sell them again? Like, isn't that pathetic? You know what I mean? Like, isn't it pathetic that you're going to basically destroy a perfectly good watch, a timeless watch, because you couldn't sell it this quarter? Doesn't that undermine the entire idea of this timeless luxury item? I don't know, man.
5-10 years from now, we'll be revisiting this story, and the headline will be, guess what? There were some watches that didn't get crushed, and they're in a vault.
Oh, yeah.
And now, all of a sudden, now everyone wants the ones that were in a vault.
Which is basically, the high-end luxury vintage market in a nutshell.
Right. This is like diamonds, too. You're manipulating the price.
You are.
Yeah. So that's...
You came off the plane ready to rock and roll.
I'm ready.
Jeez, you're right. I've heard... stories, right? From I deal watches every day, right? So I am talking to people. I've been in this business for 4 years. I talk to people no one's been in this business for less than 10, 15, 20, 30 years. The stories that they have make my head spin. That's part of the reason why I love work so much, because of the people that I run into. I've heard stories of Paul Newman Daytonas, right? Like, you couldn't even sell them. Right? If you owned a Rolex authorized dealer in the 1970s and early 80s, it was like, just take this fucking exotic dial. Like, it's not cool. No one wants it. And they weren't rare. And that's one thing that everyone thinks. Everyone thinks, oh, Paul Newmans are rare. Not true at all. Paul Newmans are not rare watches. Right? But what was once a sandwich, right, and a plenty, what was once no one wanted, now... the idea of having a standard Paul Newman is over $100,000, way more than that. It's really more than that. I mean, and it's amazing. And those markets, they harden and they soft, and they harden and they soft, and it's very interesting. But you've made a very good point.
Thanks.
I still got to say, and you can bleep this, but fuck you, Richemont, because that is rough, man. I genuinely think... that's a real douchey move. It kind of, I genuinely think it's antithetical to the entire messaging that you love watches. I think it goes against everything that you pitch as, these are luxury items to pass down to your children, and you need to believe this. But of course we don't, because we just break these things. So you've enlightened me. Salud, Daddy-o. Thank you so much for sitting down.
And you know what? May I? Send in your suggestions for watches and wine to
info@theoandharris.com. Seriously, I think it's awesome that we were able to bat around a topic that a geek sent in, because now I guarantee you, not rehearsed at all. I guarantee you that everyone's watching right now and they're gonna say, "Oh shit, like that would be really cool to have Rolly and Christian talk about my thing," Yeah. So let's do it. All right, salud, guys. Thanks so much again, Daddy-o. What was this called again?
Laurent Miguel, Rosé. Senso Syrah.
I think it's very tasty.
Lovely.
And it's perfect to quench the thirst on this summer night.
Nectar of the gods.
Salud.
Salud. I love that someone sent this in.
It's so awesome. I love the engagement.
Yeah. Send your suggestions. Send your suggestions. www.info@theoyharris.com. Okay. So let's talk.
No, try it again. Say that again.
What do we want to